Hi, here we have another question from Leningrad Mathematical Olympiad 1963. So we know that x, y, and z are elements of natural numbers. We have to find all solutions for the equation z plus 1 power x minus z power y is equal to minus 1. This question was for ninth grade students. Maybe you can spend 10 to 15 minutes, think about it, and after that come back and see the solution. All right, so here we have the equation that is written here. What I'm going to do is to calculate this side of the equation, the left side, modulo z. So if we do that, z modulo z is 0, so 1 modulo z is 1. This power x would be 1. And this one is also 0. So this side, modulo z, will be 1. But we also know that this equation itself is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 modulo z should be equal to 1. That means 2 modulo z should be 0, which means that z has to divide 2. This means z can be either 1 or 2 because z is natural number, so it cannot be negative, so it has to be either 1 or 2. Now we have to put z equal 1 and z equal to 2 in this equation and try to further find the actual solution. Okay, so let's see. These are the two equations. If z is equal to 1, we have 2 power x minus 1 power y is equal to minus 1. And if z is 2, 3 power x minus 2 power y is equal to minus 1. All right. So the case z equal to 1, we have this equation, but we know that this is 1. Minus 1 goes the other side, it becomes 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 2 power x is 0. This does not have solution. So if z is equal to 1, we don't have any solution. The second scenario, z is equal to 2, and we have this equation. Now we have to investigate several cases. For example, let's say if y is equal to 1, what happens? Then obviously this is 2, minus 2 goes the other side is plus 2, so this is 1, 3 power x is equal to 1, and x has to be 0, but this is not natural number. So this is not a solution. The case y equal to 2, what happens? So this is 2, 2 power 2, 4. So 3 power x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1. So this is one solution, x1, y2, and z2. And the rest cases are when y is equal or larger than 3. Okay, so let's see what happens for this scenario. So let's evaluate the left side of this equation modulo 4. So 3 modulo 4 is minus 1 power x, so it's minus 1 power x. Because y is larger than 3, so for sure this one will have at least 8 inside it. So 8 modulo 4 will be 0, so this one modulo 4 will be 0. So the whole of this modulo 4 will be minus 1 power x. Alright, but we know that this side of the equation is equal to minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 modulo 4 is equal to minus 1 power x. We conclude that x has to be an odd number because if x is an even number, obviously this one becomes plus 1, this is minus 1. This does not have a solution. Okay, so x is odd. We put it here. 3 power 2 power k plus 1 minus 2 power y is equal to minus 1. Now what we are going to do is to calculate this side of equation again, modulo 8. So if we do modulo 8, because we know that y is equal or larger than 3, so this one at least it has 8 in it. So this one will be 0. This one, we can write it, this part is 3 and 3 power 2 is 9. So we can write it like this. 9 modulo 8 is 1. So 3 times 1, it will be 3. This is 0. So this side, modulo 8, will be 3. But again, we know that this one is equal to minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 modulo 8 has to be 3. But this does not have a solution. That means the only correct solution was what we obtained in the previous case, and that is x, y, z equal to 1, 2, and 2. All right, let's review what we have learned. In certain case of number theory questions, we have to calculate both sides of an equation modulo a number. And by this way, we can obtain certain information which simplifies the equation and we can find the solution. Okay, a review of modulus. A modulo m is b. These two are equivalent. It means that m divides A minus B. Okay, so if A modulo M is B and C modulo M is D, we have certain conclusions. We can say that you can multiply a number to both sides of these. AC modulo M would be BC, like this. You can power both sides to a number. A power N modulo M will be B power N. And you can add both sides together or subtract them. A minus C modulo M will be B minus D, or A plus C modulo M will be B plus D. Alright, this is end of the video. See you next time. Bye.